In this video, I will share how I fund my dream life with crypto within 2 to 3 hours per week on average, with a low risk, high return, and minimal time commitment to live my best possible life. And if you're wondering, who is this guy? Well, that's me. You might know me from Instagram or YouTube at this point. I discovered crypto in 2016, drowned in the abundance of info and my own trial and error. I went from paycheck to paycheck to making over $1.5 million with crypto 2 years ago, and I even helped 120 plus people to do the exact same thing and move to the city of Dubai to live there. It's amazing, super hot in the summer. Get the ACs ready. Even at this point, I released my own bestseller book called Unchained on Amazon. It's the guideline that I was lacking, and it shows you all the steps on how to get that unlimited success in life and business. Because I did all of this without a mentor and without a guideline, and heavily relied on 8 years of trial and error. Fear of missing out was even pushing me to rush decisions, and even though I had this lack of knowledge, no clear strategy, buying, selling, and holding without any experience, profits, and headaches. It was one big roller coaster, ups and downs all over the place. Now, you can even see how in 2018, my personal account only had 52.19 euros. And then in 2021, I managed to surpass $1.6 million at the age of 25. Now, just to be clear, this was not one straight line. It was a roller coaster. I juggled a daytime with a nighttime job just to get my cash reserves up for crypto. As you can see, I was working as a call center agent. It was a very long day in the office. I was always calling people. People were calling me. They had issues with their bills. They had issues with their number, with their phone subscription, all that stuff. So I had to handle that stuff. And then during the night, you can see how I was scheduled at 11 p.m. in the night to be a runner in a nightclub, right? Carrying heavy bottles of beer just to be able to make sure there was enough beer for the club. Make sure the fridges were full of stock and were full of drinks. Make sure there were no glasses in the club. If I saw shiny or mysterious things going on, like people smoking inside, refer security, all that stuff. It was one big roller coaster of daytime, nighttime, right? And the harsh truth, and I think a lot of you underestimate this, is that cash is investor fuel. There is no magic formula. So instead of investing your last $50 in a meme coin, spraying and praying, work or run a business or get yourself a high income skill. There's so many people that are hustling it out with copywriting, door-to-door sales, maybe some other industry, so many things to do, appointment setting, emails, all these things. There's an abundance of things to do, but there's also a lack of people that are willing to take the action. I was one of these people that at first didn't want to do the action up until the point I knew I needed this fuel for that transaction and for that transition mainly, because success is like a steam train, yeah? Gather the materials is so important, right? Which is the cash. You need to gather the materials to build your steam train to be able to get that momentum. Because if you build the foundations next, if you get the skill level, you get the confidence, you make sure that you get the results. Next, you're going to be able to push forward that train, which is going to give you momentum. And then over time, you're going to be able to build and fuel the engine through investing, which is where leverage kicks in and where skill becomes confidence and confidence becomes results, okay? So this is so important. Leverage is so crucial. Success is simple. It's not easy. At a sudden point, your life is going to catch up so much momentum. But if you don't take the action, it's going to catch up nothing. So here's how I did that specifically. I was stuck in the hamster wheel, the rat race, and I managed to gather 3,000 euros. Now, this was a fraction of my money, just a percentage of my money that I felt comfortable investing. I did a lot of research. I managed to 50x my money into the right projects, gave me 150 grand. I was all over the place. I was in an Airbnb, Sweet Caroline was playing outside. I walked up to my girlfriend, Maddie, back in the days, and she's still my girlfriend at this point. We did a little dance on the song. We were all over the place. She's like, refresh. But it was 150 grand, and it became even better because over time, we even grew it to another 10x, which got us past 1.5 mil at the age of 25. Compound effect is insane. A 50x and a 10x, while that sounds like it's okay, it has been more than okay for us. So And here's where the mistakes happen, because truth to be told, I had an identity crisis. It all kicked in. I felt like the big baller in the club. And with all the confidence of the world, what I did is I self-sabotaged myself into minus 40 grand through a day trading and high risk, low reward setup. And I kid you not, the mood in the moment was just like that. That was my mood. So making $2,000 like clockwork, it was happening in the middle of the Jungle Cruise movie. My girlfriend and I were day trading another 1,000 just to ignore ratios and waste of $40,000. Ratios are irrelevant for the sake of this video, but that was what added up to our giant loss there. It's nothing as opposed to the 1.5 mil, but it's still 40 grand. We got to be realistic here. So I have seen the good, I have seen the bad and the ugly, but most importantly, I did not make this money from selling a program on how to make money online like all these other people you see online. Because truth to be told, there's an abundance of information, but a lack of trust out there. So many things that you see online are a scam, only serving the benefit of those who run it. I run everything that I do online, like these videos, like the value that I share on Instagram, the Q&As that I do, the lives, all these things. I do it because I genuinely care. I do believe that if you have the same 8 trial and error years like I had, that you're going to be wasting so much money, time, opportunity, and memories with those you love the most, while control is only increasing. So I do feel that empathy of taking people out of that flow without having to scam people and all that nonsense like all these other guys do. And I'm a big believer of karma, which is why I'm just like truthful to myself and the world. And all of this makes it difficult to find reliable and real-time info that works right now. So here's how we do it step by step. So if you watch this entire video, 4 steps, it's all it's going to be taking. This is just one big piece of the puzzle. That's why I have multiple videos. So keep watching. Now, the first step is to earn a DeFi passive income. If you're not aware of what that looks like, there's going to be a video on the top right-hand side of this video right now. Just click on the video that's in the corner now. It's going to just debunk it completely and show you all the steps. Now, because when you truly understand crypto, you can set yourself apart like our students. Here are some of the people that we worked with. TC, for example. People called me lucky when I made 1.5 mil. There's a cycle to things. First, they were like, the projects that you're investing into, nobody talks about them. They're not even a hype. Oh, I knew that hype was not relevant. I knew that attention was not relevant. I knew that you just had to have common sense and not do what everybody else did. That's what got me to that first 1.5 mil. And then I was even able to replicate it with a Dutch guy called TC Noordhoek. Got him past his first $1.5 million as well. It was insane. Even took another guy from Portugal, Raymond and Miranda. Gave them a 15x on their original investment while they were doing their honeymoon. It was amazing. I took Tobias, who started with 1,000, like, what did he do here? He said 800 euros. I put in a 3,000 on the 8th of September. Now he's at 4,790. That was back in the days when he had 1,790 euros in profits. He's now even past 30 grand. If you want to see that entire story, go to my Instagram feed. Story is debunked there. Same with Trevor here. He worked on Hogwarts Legacy, was one of the creative guys in there and technical guys. He turned $680 into over $7,900. And it even outpaced his negative, non-profitable 401k. We even had Marco, Twitch streamer, YouTube creator, amazing guy. He's been with us for multiple years. And even at this point, not right now, in 1 year, he multiplied his wallet value with a 6x. For the year, he actually extended. He's still with us. He's like, hey, I want to keep going with you guys. And same with Jonas. He just joined us. And he's like, hey, I made my first 1,700 euros. So my success was not a coincidence. It's just proven and predictable growth that we apply to people over and over and over again, like clockwork. But it's also because they take action. So if you haven't seen that previous video, you might as well be one of these people that takes action and go watch it right now just to be able to get more value. Now, it shows you how we got these results and also how you could possibly do it too. The second step is to withdraw your profits. What's the point of making money and being in it for the tech if you're not getting your money out? So what we do is after we allowed our money the time to grow through deflation, go watch that previous video, you'll understand. We get the money out. We put it into something called DAI. I think it has way more redundancy than USDC. I don't believe in Tether anyway. We've all seen what they did in the past. It's just, I don't trust the ecosystem. So DAI, combination of USD and Ethereum, and then from there, put it on our MetaMask, and then from there, either get it to Binance, get it to Kraken, or get it to Coinbase. Now, you never want to cash out earlier than the bull cycle top. So this is the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, there. And for altcoins, the Ethereum chart is even a better reference with its bull cycle top marked to be around October 2025 for this current cycle. Now, you obviously can cash out X% per month, but you never want to liquidate it all too early. And the money that comes in is the money that goes out, okay? And on top of that, you could, for example, take a profit of, for example, 20%, okay? So just imagine, you put in $1,000 in a certain investment vehicle, you get a 2x, you want to be able to get a 20% take profit, that's about a $200 in that position, you just cash out on the money that you made on top of what that was. Want to take 20% of 2,000, you could do the same as well. That would double it as opposed to taking it from profit only. You get the idea. I think it's good to be passing the profit-taking counter now and then, and it's all based on when and where you're at in a certain cycle, what the sentiment looks like. Now, you can use either scan.io/address and then your address, which would be your MetaMask address, to check all in and out transactions. You would go to token transfers, ERC20, to be looking at your Ethereum tokens, and then you would be able to actually just see all of the things that are going on. Why am I saying that? Because it might take time on the blockchain for money to go from A to B, and MetaMask is not the best source to be looking at what the validity is, how long it's taken, what the transaction status is. If you're using Etherscan, you're going to be able to get more insight and transparency in how this works and what it specifically does. So never keep your money on centralized exchanges. Guys, don't do it. FTX, BAM, all these other platforms. It's good, but you don't want to keep your money there. You only want to use them to get your money in and out of crypto. That means dollar onto Binance, dollar out of Binance. Simple as that. And when you get them out, also check your local tax rules, because if you get money out and you put that on a Visa, obviously you got to pass the cash register, and that's where you just got to be informed about your local tax. Biggest benefit is that the people that I personally work with one-on-one get my guidance and people in the tax atmosphere to be able to optimize their situation in a legal way. Now, the third step is real-world spending. What does that come down to? Well, when making and securing a DeFi passive income, the money facilitates your time. A lot of people think money is the end goal. That's not what it is. Money is a facilitator of the time that allows you to be around the people that you love the most and to be able to do the things that you love doing the most. This could be getting an Airbnb or taking your Emirates flight to Dubai or another Emirate, whatever. You go to a Disney park, you got to watch soccer, or you want to go to some fight games. You want to get the UFC fight pass. Whatever you want to do, it's all the key to the castle, right? So it's time to stop juggling jobs and side hustles and to reclaim time to live life how you want. Nobody is made to be living inside of a cubicle. Set aside 1 or 3, okay? So you want to get rid of as much of these things. Same with me as a business owner. You don't want to know how many things that I outsource, that I delegate, how many times I'm leveraging things like artificial intelligence, because my time is valuable. And even though it is, I'm putting time in these videos because I know your time is valuable as well. And if nobody's telling you this and you keep believing in the mainstream nonsense, you're going to get the mainstream results as well. So you don't want to be that guy. Also, this is going to allow you the time and money for stuff like moving to a city that you love, like the city of Dubai, or getting your loved ones the things they like. For this is the dad of my girlfriend. I was like, if this is your dream barbecue, why not get it? He was so excited, and so was I. We all had a smile from ear to ear. Then go on restaurants that you like going to, or fly with Emirates while watching Mind Valley. I'm not a guy that wastes time in a plane. I love to go to certain gyms all over the world as opposed to being stuck in one gym. When I was in Dubai, my dad was about to marry, right? He had his marriage going on. I flew back all the way from Dubai back to Belgium just to be able to visit and attend his marriage and just to get back to Dubai and then go to Eastern Europe. And I travel rotate, right? That's one of the biggest benefits too. And truth to be told, what's better than spending time with those you love the most? My dad is a true hero. Without him, I would not be here. Key to the castle in Dubai, getting your property secured, and then even having your laptop over there, being ready to walk downstairs, have a walk outside, work outside. That's all what it is, okay? So at the end of the day, all the money that you get out, you could get that on a Binance Visa card, you could get it on a Coinbase Visa card, or you could get it on a YRX Visa card, and that would facilitate the lifestyle expenses paid with a DeFi passive income. This is insane, guys. I still cannot believe what's going on in this world, the amount of opportunity. So many people are complaining, but essentially they're sleeping, right? If you already heard enough at this point and you want to take advantage of this unique opportunity, below there's this video, both in the comments as well as the description, there's going to be a link for you to be able to get your brainstorming session dialed in. So I recommend going below this video and booking your free brainstorming session with us right now. For the first time ever in this session, we will actually cover your current investment status and overall goals/ambitions. We love to listen. I'm a people person. I love to listen to what you're at, what you're facing, what you've tried before, what's going on. So this is the goal. Based on that, we will look how we could possibly install a DeFi passive income in your life today. And you're not going to walk out empty-handed, as we're going to give you a roadmap on how to potentially set it up. So we ensure that you leave with valuable insights or a roadmap, or identifying a path to guide you with the right knowledge and the right guidance at the right time. That's what it is. So you have no risk of simply booking a brainstorming session about us installing a DeFi passive income with you today. You know where to go. Follow the emojis. Anyway, the only risk is doing nothing. If I didn't take any action, I would never have been where I'm at today. So it's all going to be about action. And we're not trying to help everyone with this, because we've already validated this method for hundreds of people and want to test it on a wider audience. I'm so convinced about what we do because it grants results and access to new lives every single day, over and over and over again. So for those of you who still need to see more information, let's go a bit more in depth with this last step that is called the Insider Network. Now, crypto is a game of real-time knowledge, and here's why. The way you get insider knowledge is by being part of an insider network. That's why. Because if you don't have the insider network, you're not going to be able to get the insider knowledge, where you get the right knowledge and the right guidance at the right time. Read that again. You get the right knowledge and the right guidance at the right time. Because suppose at this point you find a great opportunity in crypto, whatever kind of coin you found or heard about or saw through a colleague or another influencer that got paid to show you stuff, you found it too late. Well, at that point, you would become exit liquidity to somebody else that invested before you. This is how it typically goes in crypto. You find out something either through the news or the media, another outlet, a centralized exchange, somebody that got paid like a celebrity, and bam, you become exit liquidity. This is so important to know, guys. I was on a live stream a couple of days ago of a Solana meme coin just to see what's going on. Live stream on the left, Etherscan on the right. I saw how they were pulling out all the money out of these contracts. You can see these contracts. You can just screen them. And it's a pain to see that this still happens in the day and age we live today. So who knew what to do, when to do it, and with the real-time info that led to the desired ROI. But Arno, I don't have enough time. Imagine that would be a thing. Well, remember the end goal? This is not about just taking away your time. This is about giving you time to be able to facilitate the time and money that you need to be able to live your best life. And if you don't change this, you'll always be busy. So many people, but I'm busy. Bro, you think I'm not busy? Like, being busy is not an excuse. It's the end goal of being able to be busy and make a transition to being less busy so you can get what you want to get and what you want to get. Well, yeah, I know, but knowing about your problems doesn't mean that you're solving them. So there's only two options left at this point of the video. The first option is to use Google like everybody else. And truth to be told, if you do what everybody else does, you get what everybody else gets. So many videos on YouTube, right? So valuable. Wow, life-changing. Here's my morning routine. Here's my journal. Here's how long I look in the mirror and how long I make my bed. How many millionaires did you see from these videos? Yes, there's going to be people, but at the end of the day, I do think this mad abundance of information hand in hand with so many people that feel a certain sake of fulfillment by watching and consuming so many videos, but then at the end of the day doing nothing about it. It's a good and silly way and excuse to tell yourself you're being productive, but you're not doing and changing anything at all whatsoever, because there's so many information online. The trust in this world is going to an all-time low, so it's so hard to know who to trust, what to apply, when to apply it. It's almost so chaotic that there's a second option as well, which is to get access to the real-time knowledge that matters and works right now, even before the public markets are aware, starting at a price floor. So when I'm sharing real-time knowledge and information, I am able to do it before Twitter knows. I am able to do it before the internet knows. And then you might be thinking, well, I could be exit liquidity in that case if there's venture capitalists and founder allocations. In that case, even just to be able to justify that, everything that I am going to share or everything that I am personally going to do, I'm not a financial advisor, but I share my insights, is always going to be starting at a price floor. There's never going to be any VCs. There's never going to be any other things. There's always going to be public audits on these projects. Security is so important. If you haven't seen my previous video on security, go watch it right now. All these videos on YouTube, it's insane. This value, you just got to apply it to your life right now. And I allow you to pick one of these choices. But if you picked option 2, then I want to congratulate you at this point, because for the first time ever, we are allowing you to install this DeFi passive in your life with us today. So this QR code that's in screen right now will allow you to just simply scan it. It should take you to our website, which is www.freedomacademy.be. And ideally, this is going to give you access to a whole new life of new knowledge at the right time with the right guidance. Take care, guys. And if you have any questions, leave them below this video. Bye-bye.